All right, so let's go. This image was sent to me by someone, and it was shot on a Sony FX3. So I had to do my inputs color space. I had to convert the image first before I could like work entirely on the image. So in the first, this is my first node, right? But here is I did something different. So in this first node here, this second node rather, what I did first was my IDT, which is my input device device transform here. So what I did here was in my input color space, I changed it to Sunny S-Log, Sunny Gamut 3 Cine, and my output color space is my input gamma is Sunny S-Log 3. My output color space down here is DaVinci White Gamut, and the output gamma is DaVinci Intermediate, and then the ODT here, which is the output device transform. I changed the inputs color space to DaVinci White Gamut, input gamma to DaVinci Intermediate. Now on my output, which is what I want to put out so that everybody can see, is Rec 709 for the output color space, and then the output gamma is gamma 2.4. So if I put this on, this is how our image is going to look. So this is our Rec 709 form. So in the third node here, what I did was to just bring down the light and the dark sides of the image, because if you check down here, down our wave, you can see that our blacks are not really blacks. They are sitting well, not bad, but I just want the image to have a little punch. So what I did was to just bring down the lift a little. So if I put this on, you can actually see the difference, how I brought down the lift. Can you see here? Minus 444, minus 4. I mean minus 0.04. Yeah, that was what I did. And in this next node here, what I worked on was saturation, which I used the HSV style of saturation. Selected the HSV, and then I came to channels. I took channel 1 out and channel 3 out to leave only the saturation. HSV stands for hue, saturation, and value. So I only left the saturation, and then I increased the gain, and it gave me this. So you can see how it looks. Everything is popping out. So, and the next thing I did here was I just changed the feel of the entire image using the hue versus hue curves. And if I put it on, this is what we have. You can see the difference. I know the skin is looking reddish and all that now. So yeah, this is what I did. And then here I used Dehancer. Now Dehancer is a plugin that gives you film look, all this, it gives you film emulation looks, some great films that probably you want to emulate their looks, or you want to recreate those kind of looks. You can be able to find those film looks here and put it inside your grading and make it look better. Now mind you, I can make most of this correction inside of Dehancer, but I think I'll rather do these corrections using the basic tools inside of DaVinci Resolve, because sometimes those are like the best tools to use. Probably maybe they could make Dehancer much more flexible in using tools like this to be able to achieve much stylish look. But with what they have already, I can tell you that they are doing very great and the market is moving for them. And let's see what we have while using Dehancer. So I gave it a film print, which is okay, let me take off the film print. So I'll take this off and take this off. The input, I changed it to DaVinci DaVinci White Gamma Intermediate, because that is the input color space I'm working on. So input color space I'm working in. And then let me take out the film and the film print so you can see what I have going. So let me put this on. Now it's on. I'll take this off too. So now first thing I did was to give it a film look, which is this. Now you can see it's looking punchy. Everything is punched out, looking it's not really looking good yet, but don't worry, it's because you can still work and correct all these things inside of Dehancer. So you can see there are different type of film look that you can select. Can you see? I think this senior film log is in case you want to add those film looks inside of DaVinci, then you can use it. So I'll go with this one, and then here I can make adjustments. Can you see? It's just like playing with the white balance also. Let me put it that way. And here is I can play with the exposure. Then this one I can play with the tonal contrast. Here I can play with color density, make it bright or dark. And here is saturation. I can like increase the saturation or reduce the saturation. So after I used this film print, the next thing I did was to select a film profile for it, and which I selected this. Now you can see that it brought down the color, but we are still looking very nice and okay. Now in this film developer, I can decide to use it and start boosting colors. Can you see? Boosting contrast or whatever. Leave it at this point, and here is your color separation. I've not really used this particular tool yet, but here you can still boost colors if you want to, and leave it at that. So, and then I like their film grain and the bloom and halation they have. It's actually cool. So let's use it and see. So here I already selected this earlier, so I'll just go with it. Now putting it on, and let me make this big on the screen. Can you see? This is what we have so far. Now if I'm the halation is already on, so if I take it off, you can see how it's looking. If I actually like putting most of these things just little, not too much, because the main aim is not to make your grading look artificial but real and natural. So, and then the bloom also, I had it on. So this is our final look having Dehancer. So if I take Dehancer off, if I should take Dehancer off at the moment, it's going to look like this, just like this. But with Dehancer, you can see how it brought out the look and punched it, and you can actually achieve more using Dehancer, and I'll make more videos on that and post. But for now, this is the look we are able to create with Dehancer. So I'll see you in my next class. Just make sure you like, share and subscribe to my channel. Switch on the post notifications so that when I post videos, you will be notified. Thank you very much.